at what this company has done for us and our family and our marriage, and what it's done for all the families of the people on our team. It's brought me closer to my sister. I just want to thank God for coming into my life 2 years ago.
I want to thank the Rengus family. I want to thank the veterans that have paved the way for us. I want to thank our leaders that are out here. You guys poured into us and helped us. Our amazing team. And then last, my wife. She spoke life into me and our team. And I love you.
I'm going to take you back to the beginning of our funky fairy tale. Abacare was first introduced 3 years ago by my good friend from college, Jason Miller. Where are you, Jason? I love you. And I was so overwhelmed. I was burning the candle at both ends of life. I was a full-time teacher, part-time professor, 4 kids who are all in multiple sports, PTO president, not just one school, an entire district. Brett was coaching football, and I had a cookie business. So I helped people not be healthy. And when he came to me with this, I thought he was crazy. I said, I'm just too busy to get involved in one of those things, and politely told him no. But thank God for his belief in us and in me. And he kept circling back around. Every month I would get those texts and those phone calls, and it's like, oh, Jason's calling again about this Advocare. But the reality was we were broke. And there was a reason that I had 3 jobs. And we were paycheck to paycheck. Nobody knew. We live in a nice house in a nice neighborhood. We do drive a dented minivan though. But our credit cards started getting turned off, and we had to start paying cash for groceries, and that meant the checks started bouncing. And then our mortgage fell behind, and when our Blazer broke down, instead of asking our parents for money, I didn't want to ask for money at 40 years old. I went to one of those horrible cash advance places. Sorry, I gotta move back closer to you. I went to one of those horrible cash advance places. Decided to do that, and that started a horrible domino effect of destruction in our financial lives, and what started off as 1 spiraled into 4 every 2 weeks when we got paid. And our breaking point came on our oldest daughter's birthday. We had $6 to her name, and we couldn't take her out to dinner to Steak and Shake. It wasn't even a fancy restaurant that she wanted to go to. And I told Brett to make the kids spaghetti, and I went upstairs and I prayed to God for the first time in my life. I looked in that mirror. I looked at myself and I said, this is not the life that I'm meant to live. There's more for me. There's more for my family. And I prayed for his help with our marriage. I was so bitter at Brett. And I'm getting off topic here, sorry. But anyways, I've come to learn that God answers prayers through people. He puts people in our lives strategically, and he put Jason in my life all those years ago. And on my 40th birthday at a cookout that we almost didn't go to, something told me we had to be there that night. Jason and Ty were there, and I saw the genuineness in their voices about what Abacare was doing for them. And I saw how happy they were. And their success inspired me. We drove home that night and I told Brett, I said, I can't keep making cookies from 9 o'clock at night till 3 a.m. every night. And I said, if we do this, we can make $1,000 someday. And $1,000 will get me off of making those cookies. So that's how shrunk our dreams were, you guys. We got involved for $1,000. And that happened quicker than we could have ever imagined. And, you know, I gotta make sure I leave time for Brett to talk. But, you know, it's just been incredible. At the end of last school year, I had more than doubled my teaching salary by helping people and pouring into our team and sharing the message of hope, health, and happiness. And walked away from a career that I love to come home to a life that I love. Being a mom to my 4 kids and being a leader to my team. But there was one part that we hadn't fixed yet, and that was us. And I started to see that 9-star emerald pin as a way to get out of a bad marriage. Because I had grown in Brett, I was still so bitter about him making me fix our problems again. And then we won a trip. He was out of vacation days and that trip changed everything. So go for the trips. I will never forget that conversation with Laura Shoemaker by the pool. And she poured life into me. This company has absolutely given my husband back to me, and I'm going to stop talking.
How'd that go?
No.
Okay. I can't stand still and talk.
I'll walk with you.
Okay. You know, my story is much different than hers. I lived 2 lives. I was a district manager for a convenience store chain. I had 150 employees. I managed 11 stores, and I was the man. I was a football coach. On the field, I was the man. On the wrestling mats, I was the man. But I would go home and I would shrink down to this little nothing because I had no hope and I did not know how to fix our financial situation or how to fix our marriage. So Advocare has just changed my life, and I'm so blessed and I'm so glad to have had her just believe life into me, so I learned how to get out of my shell. I was just terrified. Guys, I lost a letter grade in college because I would skip the day I had to give a presentation because I was afraid to talk. And I'm up here now in front of 25,000 people at Dallas Cowboys Stadium. Advocare has allowed us to get rid of a lot of the worries that financially we had. I mean, just a few months ago, it was the last week of school, and we took our youngest daughter on a field trip, and I get out, I fill the car full of gas, I jump back in the car, and Dawn goes, "Why are you smiling?" I'm like, "I just put 50 bucks in the gas tank, and I'm not worried about bouncing a check." Like, that's what Advocare can do. If you're living in that life, this is hope and opportunity. And the most amazing thing, we now can pay it forward to our family. My 9-year-old son wants to go to Juilliard to dance, and we almost had to take him out of dance because we couldn't afford it. And with Advocare's ability, I'm going to be able to drive him to a special school so he can learn how to be the best dancer he can, and he can live his dream and get to Juilliard. So anything's possible. Advocare is able to get there. Lock arms with your sponsor, and you can do this.
That was awesome. Well, I'm just going to kind of end it.
She always gets the last word.
I always have
her
to.
have it.
It's a running joke. Well, I just want to say, you guys, you're going to have to face some big fears in this business to achieve your dreams. And if you haven't figured it out, I have a huge fear of speaking in front of people. I hide behind my words. And this has been so cleansing for me. I just want to tell you guys to fight for your family, fight for their dreams, fight for all of the families on your team, and fight for their dreams. You might have a Blake somewhere, a kid whose dreams won't come true if you don't fight for this and fight for your team. And just remember, it's not about you, it's about everybody that you're helping. And you know, Brett, I'm going to end with this. I should have brought this for my hair because it's looking pretty ratty. But all the crying today hasn't helped. But, you know, Brett, when I first met him, he was a big Dallas Cowboy fan, and his grandma even had a little cross stitch that she had made for him when he was a little boy. And one year for Christmas, we got jerseys from a teacher at school, and we all posed in front of the tree in our house with the Dallas Cowboy stuff on. This was way before Advocare, and it was always my dream when the stadium was built to bring him here. But every birthday, every holiday, I never had enough money to fly out here and bring him here. Never in a million years would I think that this man's first visit to Cowboy Stadium would be up on the stage, but I'm just so glad that your dreams have come true.